So with derivatives, we talk about higher order derivatives. We may look at the second or third or even fourth or fifth derivative. Most of the time, for what we'll be doing, a lot of times only second derivative, sometimes the third derivative. So each notation is slightly different. With our original one that we had here, derivative f of x, second derivative, pretty much the same, except we're just using two primes, like two little tick marks there, to represent the second derivative. Three little tick marks for the third derivative. But past the third derivative, and like I said, we won't see this too often, but on an AP question you might see it from time to time. If we were doing the fourth derivative, we're actually going to put just the number 4 in parentheses next to that function. Again, you're not going to see it very often. If you do, it's going to be like a multiple choice AP question, maybe one time. Over here, anything bigger than 3, we're just going to put that number in the parentheses like that. Y prime is pretty much the same here. Second derivative, we're just doing y double prime. Third derivative, we have 3 of those tick marks for the third derivative y. And then after that, we're using those parentheses again. So y to the fourth, well, so it doesn't look like y to the fourth. We're putting those parentheses there. So it means the derivative, the fourth derivative of y. At any number bigger than 3, we're going to use those parentheses as well. Okay, with the derivative of y with respect to x, a little bit different here. For the second derivative, we're going to have d, and it looks like squared. And then on the bottom, we're going to have x looks like it's squared. But this means the second derivative of y with respect to x. And so all of these kind of fit the same way. We're just using those numbers, looks like exponents, but not really. All right, third derivative of y with respect to x. Fourth derivative of y with respect to x. And then any number is just the same thing. So d to the n of y with respect to x. Our last one here is kind of similar. We're going to go ahead and put that number of the derivative above the x. So x is like a subscript. This is like almost like an exponent up there. So that would mean the second derivative of y with respect to x. Third derivative, we'll just put that 3 up there, and so on.